Welcome to Elisa's Art Room. Today we're going to be working some more on my classic Halloween junk journals. Got two of them. So one is 3 signatures and the other one is 1 signature. We'll be working on these. Y'all come in and say hi. We are currently live on Facebook. If you see the little red button at the top left, if not, you're catching a replay, either here or on YouTube. Waiting for a couple of people to get on here so I can make sure sound is okay. Hey, Lori. Thank you, Dawn, for letting me know sounds good. All right, there it is. All right, get you pulled up so I can see chat, and we are good to go. All right, guys, I'm going to do a couple, I think, mini books today. I tried to make a plan. I might have to glue this scarf. It keeps, like, fraying on the edge. I don't know how much it'll fray. All right, let's see. All right, we have a couple people. Lori's on, Dawn's on. Let's go ahead and pull this camera up top, and we'll get started. All right, 1 second. I think that's straight. I'm trying to see that bottom line. I turned my light down too much. Turn it back up. I turned it down because it was kind of glary on my face, but it's too light on that. Hold on, find the button. Is it the bottom one? Yeah, there. Just a tiny bit. Okay. So let's show you the signature pages in this. This is the second journal. So, got skeletons, ghosts, and kids. Some spiders, not bats. Some different color pages. An envelope, black envelope, vellum sheet, color pages, and a spider web center. So that's our base for that one. I didn't do any pockets over the weekend. I probably should have. Work on that. All right, so let's see what signature I want to work in. So we've worked in this one, and we've worked in this one and the last one. The last one, I think. Yeah, last one. And this, have you all noticed that because this paper is the same as this paper, it makes it look see-through? Doesn't it look like it's hollow? I was looking at it on camera and I was like, wow, that totally looks like it's hollow. But it's not. It's just the way it's on there. It's an interesting effect. All right, let's do something in this maybe. So I was looking at some of the cards that I had with the Echo Park set, and some of them, when I cut them out, they were a whole sheet. When I cut them out in sets of 2 so that I could fold them. And instead of using them individually like, this, then I've got some little booklets. So I've got a few little booklets somewhere. Okay, they're in this pile somewhere. Must be in here. this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. And I could have just cut them all out individually, but I thought I'd make a couple of booklets because, you know, little booklets are fun. So that's what we're going to do with these. And what I did is I cut out some paper that I lined on my computer. Well, not cut out, but printed out some paper. So what I've done is I've got several shades of oranges and yellows. And so I had a lined pattern that I've been using it mostly for my, when I add one of my art pictures to it. Let's see if I can find where I put it. There it is. So when I add like one of my paintings to the bottom corner, I had made these lines for that originally. And so we'll be putting some of these. I've got a couple little books in here. I've got a Dracula book and an Edgar Allan Poe one. And then just some lined paper with my art on it to use also. And that'll be a little different style book than those, but we're going to do that too, I think. So the focus today is make some little mini books and then something to put them in, some sort of a pocket or something. So I printed them front and back, and then I printed them so that when I fold them, they should fit into here. I just got to cut the ends off, but they should fit in there like that. So I just got to cut them out. I haven't cut them out yet, so I'm going to do that real quick. And then do I want to cut it? Yeah, I think I'll fold them first. And then I'll figure out a place to put them. I got to make like a pocket or something. And I could just make individual pockets on pages. I don't think I'm going to put them in the envelope or the other envelope. I think they're a little large. There's not even an envelope in that one. Where's that orange envelope? Let's see how big they are for this. If I put them like on top of it, it wouldn't be removable, but if I put them inside, they're not a bad fit for that envelope. I could do that and decorate the envelopes and have them in the envelopes. It's not a bad fit for inside these envelopes. So maybe I'll do that. Figure out how I want to decorate these. And I think I'll be able to tuck it in there easy enough once I glue it. I think so. All right, let's do that then. I've got 2 of these and the 3 signature one, and then I have 1 in the other one, so I need 3 of those. Yeah, I think that'll work, and then I can decorate this with something. That'll be a good project. So this one has one. I think this one has one. Yeah, this one. I'm not sure if I want it here. I put it here originally, but you know, like I sometimes do, I decide it doesn't look good there. I might actually put it here. See if there's anywhere else I like it. Possibly put it between the vellum sheet. Do I want it in the front or do I want it in the back? If I put it on the vellum sheet, that will affect what shows through the vellum. So I'm not sure. Maybe not. Let's just put it in the front with the orange. Let's put it in here. Well, lots of orange. I think that the decorating will hopefully balance it out. So we'll put that one there. This one's, I think, in an okay spot. It is on the vellum, but it's in the front of the vellum. Okay, we'll leave it there. All right, so those are there, and then the other one in the second journal is, where's this one? This one's also in the front of the vellum. So very similar to, I think, that one. All right, so we'll do that. So let's see. Debating if I just want to pull the envelope out, because I got to glue it and everything. So I think I'm going to sew it in here, and then the other side will just be a tuck or something. But I'll glue this part. So I think I can pull the envelope out. I'm going to mark where I had it, though, so I don't forget. So this one was here. I don't know if I want to put that paper clip on that vellum. Let's put it here. This one was here. And then this one is here. So one is orange and one is orange and black. Just to kind of think about what my colors need to be. There, and then the last one, I'm gonna hold off on doing the last one and see if I have time. We'll concentrate on trying to get these two done. So let's go ahead and fold all these. I think I did 2 colors of each. Yeah, I did 2 of each. That way I can cut them out at the same time, hopefully. I think it'll work out fine. I'm probably gonna, I don't know if I'm going to sew them in or something else. I'm not sure. Hey, Deb. Hey, Bonnie. It's so hard to see the... Oh, this is slightly different. Thought I'd grab the bright orange or bright yellow, but I guess I didn't. It's fine. It doesn't really matter. I just wanted to get a variety of colors, so 1 or 2. And this wasn't necessarily the most efficient way of printing these, but I already had the design and I just really didn't want to redo it, so that's why I did it that way. Alright, so let's cut these out. Let's see if I can figure out the size. So these are all the same. So what's going to happen is it's going to go in and try to get it as even as I can. So I think, looks like I want to cut it off. Where is my pencil? There it is. So we're going to cut here and here, and I'll figure out distance, I guess. Or I could just mark them all. It's probably easier to just mark them than it is to try to measure. I can do this first. No, I don't want it. Yeah, I do want it there. Okay. I want that first. So let's do that side first. A little bit inside because I don't want it to hang over. I just got to make sure I cut on the wrong side. Or the right side and not the wrong side. Is that far enough in? Yeah, that's far enough in. And then I'm just going to cut them like this. Try to get them somewhat similar, but it's not a huge deal. whole bunch more of them. I probably should have cut some of them out. But honestly, I spent all my time printing, so alas. It is what it is, right? I thought about doing some deckled, but I'm not sure. The lines are different. It doesn't matter, but I thought I had it laid out the same, but I did not. All right. So let's do a yellow one. It's hard to get the line. Stay where I want it. I kind of like it better where it drops down just a little bit. You know, that top one is just a little bit, has more space at the top. I think I like that a little bit better. So I thought this would be a cute idea, just a couple simple books. Not that difficult. I could save these little pieces for something, but I don't know if I'm gonna. So I have a ton of that paper. One of those papers I'll probably not use much. That one. I thought about trying to cut more than these, more than one at a time, but I just don't know if this little cutter can handle it. My guillotine probably could, but this one tends to be a little more finicky. All right, so we got some brighter yellows. That's better. I like the way that looks better. And then let's try to do them all like that with a little more space there. And then let's do this color. I guess I could try doing two and see what happens. Honestly, I don't know if I can hold them together. You know? I'm not 100% sure. Should I try to? It might go through two. Let's give it a shot. Trick is just keeping them flush. It went through. Didn't like that side. Doesn't like that folded side first. All right, there's two more. That'd be a little faster. Like I said, the hardest part is just keeping them together without gluing it or something. Alright. Got lots of little scraps, gosh. I don't know what to do with those. Alright, two more. Not too bad, we're getting there. Alright, so this one, this one, this one. A bunch of those, and this one. And we should be able to do these at the same time. Okay. It's making me hot. Burning up already. It got hot today. It's not been hot out for the last few days, and today it went back up into almost 90 again. I don't know why. Decided summer's not over. Alright, there. I should save some of these scraps. There's just so many, I don't want to waste it. I don't know what I'll do with it, but figure out something to do with it, I guess. Even if it's just, you know, bases or something. I haven't done a masterboard in a while. It would be good, I guess, masterboard paper. Okay. Whew. It was 100 degrees. It feels like 100 degrees right now. Whew. All right, there we go. Lots of little papers. Might have to trim them when I put them in because I think I'm going to sandwich them. So they're probably, you know, how the middle always sticks out more. But I'm only going to probably put 2 in each, maybe. That's what I'm thinking. How many do I have? If I did 2, and then 2, and then might do 3. What did I say I needed? 3 of them? I'll probably do 3. I don't think they'll be too thick or nothing. So I have extra. Couple extra. I don't think I want to go 4. Then we're getting kind of thick. So we'll just save these for something else. Didn't need as many as I thought. I got a good mixture of colors there. Yeah, that'll work. All right. I'll probably change it depending on the colors that look best on the front page. They're all, I think, bright orange on the front. Yeah, so it doesn't really matter, I guess. All right, so there's 3 of those. This, I don't know if I want to round it or do any deckling. I'll probably just leave it. Oh, this envelope's shut. Just its little pieces here. Trying to see how much room I have. I haven't actually glued one yet. Try not to squeeze too much because I don't want it to have any acetate. Where's my acetate? I got a whole ton of it sitting here somewhere. I don't think it's gonna go through, but you never know. Is my small piece. Oh, that'll work. I don't want to ooze glue out and close it. I don't think it's going through, but it doesn't look like it is. Alright, so that'll be good. And then they're very thin. It's pretty much normal envelope thickness, I think. That's probably a little closer than it should have been. Only thing I really have to watch is that I have this side instead of this side. Okay. Oh, give it a second to dry. You're not ready for winter? I'm never ready for winter. Because I get hot easy, but I get cold is worse for me. Cold just makes me hurt. When it's too cold, I just ache so bad. Where's that third one? To leave it in there? I'm going to go ahead and glue it. Where are you at? So yeah, I'm not ready for that either. Exactly. You understand. All right, I think those are holding okay. All right, cute. Put that one back in there for right this second. I might get to it. I'll try. So, what else do I want to do to those? Anything? I want to add some embellishment, I think. Just on a few of them. Pin. That's what you're looking for. All right. Corners or not corners? How did I get so long on that one? Are these different? No. No. That one's short. That one's short. Interesting. Are they all? They're all too long. Interesting. I don't know what I did. Just a fraction long. All right, trim them off, girl. Seriously, which one of these do y'all like? We got these, I just need 3, and then what I'll probably do is use the others. I'm not sure how I'll use the others. I might cut them apart and use the front and back as just tags. So of these, what covers do y'all like for these little booklets? The backs are varying. Trick or treat, trick or treat. A little more cutesy on the back. Except that one says boo. Now let me know while I trim this. You can think about that. I'm going to see how many of these I can trim. I could grab my guillotine. I'm going to grab my guillotine, guys. Now let me know. I didn't number or anything. You can just tell me 1 through 5, starting here. Fit this thing on here. It's big. All right, so let's cut off. I guess I might have to keep the top. All right, I think I can handle all 3 of them. So they must be about 4 inches then. So that one's really short. All right, we'll go like 3 7/8.
much shorter than I thought, so we're not going to have that space in there. That's okay. Not a big deal. I'm not going to freak out about it. 3 7/8. And I'll probably go ahead and trim the edge too. Because, like I said, they came out a little bit. I think this is the smallest. So it looks like I just need to trim it like maybe a 1/8 of an inch. Not even really. Squishing them all in there together. Does that move? Can't tell. There. Oh, there. Oh. That's a very heavy piece of equipment. Sorry, I gotta put my mic back on. Okay. 1, 3, and 5. So 1, 3, 5. That was Dawn's choice. 1, 5, 2. So that's this other choice. All right, that's all you guys said. All right. Let's do 1, 3, and 5. That'll give us one of these guys in there. And 2 writing ones with, that's a good color ability, I reckon. So we'll do something with those later. Maybe just individual cards. So for the other journal, what should I do? Should I do the Fantastic? Let me look at his page. See what this looks like. Spiderwebs, purples and blacks. Purples and blacks. Broom parking doesn't really. Oh, broom parking could work. I think I'll do this for this journal. So we're just going to set that one in there. So that's for the one signature. And then we'll do, where's the other pages? We'll do this one. Where's my paper clip? We've got orange. I think the green probably works good for that one. Although it's the which page? And then this one. Yeah, this works good for this one. All right, that works out. So purple here. It's a little vampire kid. Will go in the candy journal. And the skeleton will go in the witch journal. Well, signature, not journal. All right, that'll work. And then let's get our pages in here. The only reason I'm not going to do the other one probably is just time, because I got to sew all these in and all that. So do you want to do the other color in the other one? One in each, I guess. We'll do one in each. I feel like I'm missing a page. It's there. It's just hard to see. There it is. All right, so we'll put the yellow out on the front of that one. Put the orange out on the front of that one. And I'll put this one in the other one. Okay. And then we gotta figure out what we're gonna do. How are we gonna install them? So you could staple them if you have a long enough stapler. They could just be stapled, but I think I'm gonna sew them. I'm debating if I want the paper that direction or not. It's got a little more room on this side. Well, I guess it's not even depending on how they're printed. That's a problem. I printed them all kind of at the same time, so they don't necessarily line up. So I guess we'll just leave it. All right, so let's sew them. I think, do I have a thread that might match a little bit?
maybe. I don't think I have a thread that color. I have black. Probably just use black. I don't have like a yellow or anything like that. Dark gray is closest to black I have. So I guess that'll work. I do actually have a purple. I don't know what the purple would look like on the inside. It might be alright. We'll use purple on that one. Because that'll match the outsides. Should I use the green? Where's the other green? Oh, is this the only green I have? This is kind of green. We'll stick with black on this one. I don't like the green. Alright, let's try this. Let's see if I can get it to work right. So, needle. Let's do smaller one. Oh, which one I want? Maybe this one. And all. We're just going to do a really basic three-hole pamphlet stitch on it. Really, this purple, why not? I don't think I've ever used the purple. So probably won't take much, but we'll do the 3. I don't know that it needs 3. I'll find out on the first one. I'll do it first and see. All right, bug, leave me alone. All right, wax threads stay together. Okay, there's our needle. And we're just going to do this, like I said, very basic. Just shove them all in there. Try to get them in the right spot. And then we're just going to clip it. I probably should clip it because you know I'll never keep it together. We'll just clip it with a couple of clips. These are way big, but... And then I'm just going to start in the middle somewhere. Poke a hole, and then like a ½ inch from the top or so. Same thing on the bottom. So 3 holes. Should I make the thread in the middle or the outside? I don't usually do it on the outside. No, it might be a pain getting it to go in the tag. We'll put it on the inside. Alright, so there's our one. So leave a little tail. Don't go too far. And then either one of the holes, doesn't really matter. Just pick one. And then skip down to the bottom. And then you go back to the middle. Get your tail out of there. So when you get to the middle, make sure you just move it the opposite direction. Hopefully I can get it through there. Yeah, that's kind of overkill on the thread. So I'm just going to pull it snug. I'm just going to put one on one side, one on the other side. Pulling too much because this is fairly thin. And then we're just going to tie a knot. And hopefully it'll kind of just lay down out of the way. All right, so you got a little booklet, plenty of writing space. I didn't round the corners. I thought about it. I don't know. Should I? I could still. It's not too late. So not quite 3 is enough. Doesn't waste a lot though. I always worry more about it when I'm doing a journal because, you know, know, I like to have more room to move everything around. But something like this, it's not as big of a deal. I don't know if I want to round them or not. Find the center. Clip. I'm just putting 2 clips. It's enough for something like this. Poke a hole somewhere in the middle. Kind of, sort of. And about 1/2 inch. This is so tiny, it's hard to hold on to. And about 1/2 inch. And a needle. It's cute. I like little books like this. I don't know if y'all do. Hopefully you do. They don't take a ton of time, and you know, it's nice journaling space. Right up through there. Skip the middle. And then back into the middle. Come on, get in the hole. You're fighting me. There. Tail's sticking out again. Alright, tail, where are you? Which one's the tail? No idea. Did I split my thread? What did you do? I think I split the thread, guys. I can't tell what's going on. There's the tail. Oh, there it is. Okay. It was just stuck. Thought I split it there for a second. All right, trim that off. These could have little charms or tags on the bottom. No, it goes the other way. They could have little charms or tags on the bottom if you wanted. Just a little flat one, which we might do if I find something. All right, so there's those. Cute. Should I do the other one? What time is it? Oh, that didn't take that long. Why not? I'll just go ahead and do it. I'm already in the mood to do it, so I might as well do it. Already got everything out. It didn't take that long. I'll just go ahead and do this one too. Figure out which way I like it. I think I like it this way. So I'll probably just do it the dark gray on this one. That'll work. Or the purple. I could do the purple. Sure, I'll do the purple. 1, 2.5-ish. I might need that again if I do the other books. We'll see if we get to it. No, I've done the Poe book in the past and the Dracula book, but they're a cute addition, so probably do it. That's 1, 2, 3, and 1. 2, 3, and through the middle.
easier than sewing the whole journal, huh? Definitely. How long is that one? It's not very long. Let's see. I can figure out which way it goes. Is it this way? Which way does that string go? That way. Sorry, I wanted that bottom string a little bit longer. There. And one side of the signature. All right, all of our sewing done. Cute. This one is cute. This one might be my favorite, guys. Half tempted to put it in the main one, but I'll put it in the other one because I have a feeling there'll be probably more favorites in the bigger one. Needles. Clips. Clips. Everything. It all goes in here. All right. That one in its spot for now. Okay. So, let's see. What can we do with this? So I've got space to decorate a little bit. Put a little card there or something. Let's see, what do we got? We got stickers and things. Lots of stickers. Where is my sticker page? We've also got rub-ons and things like that. I have a feeling I'll use the stickers since it's all that Echo Park stuff right now. Stick with that set. So Echo Park's got these cute little stickers. Let's see. Trick or treat, boo to you. What's on this one? The skeleton. Should I keep with the theme? Maybe. The theme a little bit. Could do that. Put them on the side. That way there's still, if you want to write, I'm going to just set them down here. Just give a little bit of a decorative edge to that. I don't know if I'll bother with the back. We'll save our stickers. And then something that goes good with this, we do have the little guy. But he's by himself there, so I don't want to do that. Let's see, what else do we have? It's like a potion, spooky, October 31st. Just a very basic trick or treat. There's some little bats. Just a few bats, maybe, and some sort of a saying. Spooky, maybe? Let's see. We'll do spooky, and then just a couple of bats around it, I think. A couple of these little bats. All right, round or not not to round? I don't know. It's not absolutely necessary. I don't know if it'll make it any easier to deal with, page turning or anything like that. It might actually make it harder. I think we'll just leave them squared off. I don't know if I want to ink it. Probably not. I think we're just going to leave them like they are. All right, so we got to decorate these. Put them in their respective places. So, not sure how I'm going to decorate it exactly, but it'll be this side. So this one will be, what did I say? Is it this one? Yeah, I think it is. Okay, so this one and this one. So, and something that'll go with that theme. Let's see. What do we got? We have cards, but I'm not sure if I want to use them or not. I might do a trick, see if I have a transfer that look cute with it. I don't know if I do. That's the problem. All the little sayings. That's big. A tag, we'll save that for a tag spot. Need to order these like into sizes or something. Big, big, big. Ooh, I might want him with the vampire kid. With that other one. Yeah, let's set that aside because I think it would work with the other one. It'd be scary. Spooky good time. Sweet treats. Got this feeling inside my bones. It's too big. Not sure on this one. This one's throwing me off a little bit. Let's see. Maybe. Where's my two razors? Pumpkin, focus, keep it real. A little bit of green to match the green. Alright, what else do you got, girl? Let's see. Let's see what else I got. Some labels. I have some skeletons. Does that have a skeleton? It does have a skeleton. I have a die cut skeletons. What about one of those? That would match him. Let's see. Just a little die cut skeleton. That face is kind of I'd draw them on myself because I don't like dealing with the teeny tiny little pieces. I'll try to draw a little better face on this one. Let's see if I can do it. Either that or I try to pick up these little tiny circles and put them on there. They're very small.
I might go do it. Maybe. There's no mouth, though, to this design. Ah, they're so hard to pick up, even with the tweezers. I need one of those sticky things. Where's my sticky thing I made? Where is my sticky thing I made? Need one here somewhere. Took me an hour to find it. I haven't used it in a while. I did make one. There it is. I made one with some like museum wax type stuff. The putty kind of stuff. It kind of works. Alright, so there's that one. So we get 2 little circles. So we'll glue those on there, and I guess I'll just draw. I'll try to draw a better mouth. If I can. We'll see. We'll see. So we're going to art glitter these little dots on there. So maybe space it out a little bit. I don't know. Well, we'll try. I'm not good with dealing with these tiny little pieces. I think they're the same size, but I can't tell. This one almost looks bigger. And it might be, but I don't know. We're just going to put it on there anyway. So we'll put this one there maybe. Here they are, a little bit different sizes. It just makes them look more quirky. It's a little raised. I don't know if I can squish it. Can I? And not touch me? Not come off on my finger. Let's see if my rag will work. Yeah. Okay. We got some eyes on there. And then we're going to draw a mouth with just a Sharpie. See if I can make it look halfway decent. This one just has like dots. I could do it like that. I've been doing like the typical line with them, but let's just do the dots so it's kind of like that one. He just has like 4 dots. And he has a nose. We're going to try. He'll look quirky. And we'll give him a little nose. Tiny nose. Kind of triangulate. Like. He looks silly. He's so silly looking. Alright. It's keeping with the quirkiness of this one. I feel like his mouth's too high, but oh well. Should I make them longer so that it looks right? This one should be a little bit further down. We're just gonna make them a little bit longer so it goes further down. It looks like he has fangs. Alright, we'll put him on there. And then some sort of a saying, I think, at the top. Do the hocus pocus, but I feel like that's more witchy. It's definitely more witchy. There's not a good skeleton on, guys. There's got to be some sort of a saying that'll work. Just October 31st, I guess. Sure. That'll be fine. I wonder if I had something to put in his hand. Those die cuts are from, where did I get those from? Scrapbook.com, maybe? Yeah, scrapbook.com. Okay, we're going to glue him on there. I guess October 31st. Make sure I'm in the right direction. Yeah. I don't know if he needs anything else. Let's see if I can get a spot to hold him. And we'll hold you here. Oh, hopefully this doesn't go through the envelope because that's some thin paper. I don't want to just use a glue stick though. I don't think that'll be secure enough. All right, let's see. All right, little skeleton. Hold on to it. October 31st. All right, there's that one. I don't know if I need to see if this will go inside, like so. And then this one. Say the haunted house. I think that's what I decided on. Possibly some bats or something. I do have some bats floating. I could put there too, because I think I put bats on the inside, didn't I? Yeah. So this goes like this. Need anything else? Not necessarily. I suppose I could have put some stenciled spiderwebs looks or something. That one's coming up. I didn't get that edge. I didn't get that edge real quick. Get in there, glue. You're not really cooperating today. Stay down. All right, let's just do it like this. That'll be fine. I don't know if I want to put anything else on there. Do I have a spiderweb stencil? I have the cracked one. It's not really a spiderweb stencil. It's called Shattered, but it looks like a spiderweb. I can get this somewhat centered. Stop bending it. All right, that's gonna go here, like so. This will be on the other page. I don't think it likes the roundness of this envelope. I'm having trouble getting my corners to stay down. Alright. There's something here maybe? It needs something. Maybe we'll do just some sort of a Halloween stencil. Let me see what I have. Just a little. Oops. Let that dry out too much. Alright, let's see. This one's going to go on the other one. I guess I could go ahead and do that, as I know it's going to go there. Because I like it for that page. I'll try to concentrate more on these corners.
Okay, so that'll look good like this. Room parking, which is, did I do anything on the center? I didn't. Was it going to? What did I have? Did I have something? I feel like I might have. I don't know. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Hocus pocus, maybe? Could do just a hocus pocus on there. Just stick it on there like catty corner. That'll work. That'll work. Just so I did something on the other, so let's do something on this one too. If I can hold on to it. Oh my goodness. I'm doing real good today. At least I'm getting it on my table and not everything else. Can't hold on to anything today. All right. Let's see. Just slightly askew. I'll get a wipe in a second and clean that glue off my table before I stick something to it. Okay, there. Cute, cute. Sure there's no wet glue. Okay. Right. That'll go there, that'll go there, that'll go there. That's cute. Okay, and this one goes here. So it's going to get sewed in when we sew in the signatures. But it'll go like this. And I'm debating if I want to go ahead and glue that. I'm not sure I do because I might actually reinforce it, depending on what I put on that side. So I'll probably just leave it, because at some point what I'll do is this other side, it'll probably be maybe 2 pockets or something, but I might make that just a little bit bigger and reinforce it. It's a little more, because right now it's very thin. So I'll probably do that. That's not too bad. Just can't decide if I want something there. I feel like I need a stencil or something, so let's see what we got. I have a couple. I don't know what I have. I just did bats. What was it? Stars? There's some bats. I was cutting out dies. I actually have a few bats that I could use as a stencil. I have some stars. I think they'll work okay. I'll test them on something first. A black cat. And then I've also got, of course, the dies from it. Because this was this Tim Holtz set. I got the little witchy poo set. And I cut out some of that vellum. I thought that would look pretty on her for her dress part. I'll cut this off. I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to do it, but I've got them ready. We'll do this probably maybe next live. I was going to cut out a bunch first. Should I try gluing them on, or should I try stenciling? I think stenciling might be a better idea. Stars. I'm gonna find that spider web. Oh, and I have this Tim Holtz one. I have these bats. Oh, that might work. It's actually a decent size. I know this isn't really batty, but you know. Maybe I should do
What would go with a skeleton? Not sure. The bats would definitely go with the little vampire kid. What else? You got the spider web. Let me see if I can find it. It's not, like I said, it's not really a spider web, but it works like a spider web. It's going to be the last one. Solely the last one. This is called Shattered. It's really supposed to be like broken glass, but it really kind of looks like a spider web. I think I'll throw that on there. So we'll put the bats on this one and the spider web on that one. We'll save these for something. I always save my negative images when I'm die cutting, because a lot of times you can use them as a stencil. Because you just take your negative image and just find a color that would make sense. This black soot. You just lay them on there. And it should work fairly well. Let's see what it looks like. Some of them are small. See? A little stencil. So that's the thought process there. We are going to use the Tim Holtz ones just because I have them already. I'll put these batty bats on here. Let me pull this out. It's not in my way too much. And then I might throw something in there so I don't get it on it. Alright, so batty bats. I think I'm going to tape that. And then I guess just black. I'm debating if I want to do black soot. It's not super dark, but it doesn't have to be super dark. Alright, let's see. I think that works about there. Let's try this side. I don't want it to move. Try to catch just the edge of that. Okay. And then black soot, I guess. Thought about doing archival, but it doesn't have to be archival. This is oxide. Where's my ink? Where's my black soot ink? It's a little darker. There it is. Alright, ink. Should I use the brush or should I use the thing? We'll use the little thing. Alright, so we'll do our little batty bats. Oh, yeah, I could do as many as I want, but I'm just going to do the whole thing. Just going to give it that little extra something. I'm just going to let them run right off the edge. Okay. Peel that off carefully. actually touch the envelope. I don't want to rip because it will rip it sometimes. Okay. Batty Bats. All right. Just gives it a little extra oomph. Cute. Leave that off there. Where'd my wet wipe go? Oh, that's the wet one. Where's the dry one? There. I'll just wash that with water in a minute. Alright, so this is this one. So this one's gonna go here. Like that. Should I put some on this side? Maybe I should. It's like now that I have them on there, I feel like it needs something. Maybe not as many, just a few. Sure, why not? Let's just put a few. Trying to find. Oh, yeah. It's like, where did I lay it? Okay, let's see. Is there any I can kind of keep separate? I just want a few. Just put like this many. It's not, this tape doesn't like it because it's got ink on it. I didn't clean it. And then we'll just put a few bats coming out of there. If I can get it to stay in place. A few bats there. I don't know about the bottom. Probably not. We'll just leave the bottom. Maybe I could do the spider web on the bottom. Just a little round or something. Just do a little bit of this on the bottom. Just a light brushing of it. It'll kind of be like a grounding. Let's see. Yeah, that'll work. Good enough. Okay, so we got our Batty Bats and our little Vampire Kid booklet. That goes in there. That goes there. All right, so there's that one. And then the other side we've got our skeleton. So we're going to do spiderweb, this one. Try not to get spiderweb everywhere. Let's see. Debating if I want. Been nice if it would have actually fit the whole thing at once. I'm going to try to get a little bit of the spiderweb on there, I think, and then I'll just leave it kind of go off to the side. So I kind of want the center on there. It's an odd one because it's kind of reversed, because it's not, like I said, it's not really a spider web. I think I can make it work. Try not to get too sharp of a line there. I'm just going to move it up. We'll put this piece here, I think. Like, maybe that. And right here. Spider web. I feel like I missed a spot there. Let's try to get that just a tiny bit. There. Got it. All right. Spider web. And the other side. Let's see. Should I put anything on there? I almost need something. If I put some stars, would it be too much? Or should I try to put a little bit of spider webs? I don't know if it would be too much. What do you think? It might look kind of cool. I'll try not to do it on him. I probably have a die cut I could throw over him. Let me see if I have one. I had a solid one somewhere. I'll just throw this over him so I don't color him. Just gotta figure out how to stick it down. I'm just gonna stick this to him temporarily so I don't get spider web all over his body. That should be enough to help. Not really concerned about getting it on the sign as much because it's easier to miss. Tape this. I can hold it kind of it. Alright, let's try it. Let's see what happens. So I don't know if I'll do a whole thing. Go between his legs just a little bit. Try not to get the white. I don't want to get the white. This is really going to tone this down a lot because of the black on it. I think it'll be enough. Just kind of give it a little bit of effect. It's like there's a big spot there. Don't like that spot. It's better. And then we'll just move this over here. Maybe something like that. That works. I'll take him back off. If I can pick him up without ripping him. I'll probably use it at some point. There. So that way it's still clean. Put my skeleton up. Alright. That works. I like it. Okay, clean these off later. You can these just wipe down with water. They're really easy to clean, unless you use archival ink and then you have to use alcohol. But if you're using Distress, it's just to wipe them off. I've got it all over my fingers. Let's see if I can get some of that off. A little bit on my tail, not too bad. Okay. Scorched timber. Where'd you come from? I guess you were in there too. Knowing me, I was using scorched timber one. It wouldn't surprise me. Alright. Try. Okay, there we go. So those will be little cute little booklets to write in. So the only thing they're missing is like a little charm jingle or something. I think I could do one. Should I just do that? Because I don't really have time to do another project anyway. So let's see what we can find for a little charm dangle. Let's see. I know I have bats that might work. I'm not sure if they're equal on each side. They might be. Is it in the skeletons? No, it's in the witch one. Where's the witch one? Technically they go with the haunted house, but I stuck them in here. Let's see if I can find them. There's one. And there's one. I think they're the same reversed, but I just need to double check real quick. Yep, they're the same. All right, so we're going to take those and could just do a star. I don't have a spider. Is that the same size? Nope. Where's the same size? A blue star. Okay, surely there's another black star in there. Oh, there it is. Is that the same size? Yep, that's the same size. Alright. So, all I'm going to do is, so I'll put the bats on the little vampire kid. We'll just put stars on this one. So all I'm going to do is take one of these. I don't think I'm going to take them both. I think I'll just take one. And I'm going to sandwich a star in between there. So I'm just going to put some glue on there. And then you just lay your string. And then the tricky part is, oh, those are the wrong tweezers. Where's my other tweezers? There they are. This star might be more complicated, but let's see if we can line it up. Did I get it? I did. Okay. So it's just a little dangly on the end. I don't have to take two that size. The other one's really small. Oh, maybe I'll put it anyway. That way each string will have something. I'll just use that smaller one. It's a little bit smaller. Not a lot smaller. And then I'll have to find 2 more bats too for the other one. Do you think I did enough bats? I have no idea. I did a few. Yep, there's 2 more. The bats on this one particular die they're individuals. I only have 1 die, so you have to do them one at a time. It takes forever. But I love when they're the same either direction because you can do things like this with them. And that's always nice. So we'll put this little guy on here. See if we can hold it and do it. And we'll try. It helps if you have the 2 tweezers because then you can kind of hold it with the one and then grab the other one. They have a front and a back, so if I can hold on to it. All right, get on there. Come on, stick. Oh my goodness, really? You're gonna fight me, aren't you? All right, I'm gonna use my fingers. Luckily, art glitter grabs pretty quick. There. Now we get 2 little stars. It's just a little touch, but you know, it's cute. I like it. So we'll throw those in there. And we'll do our little batty bats on the other one. So I hope you all like this project. I know it's not super complicated or anything, but it's a little more of an interactive element for this relatively. This will be more of a simple journal, I think, compared to some of my others, but I think it'll be cute. All right, let's see if we can get these bats on here. What do you think? They look a little challenging. They're the same size? They should be. They're all the same die, so it should be the same size. All right, batty bat. Let's see if I can lay it down. Just got to get enough of that string in there. Lined up? I think so. I know I'm really far away on the camera, but I didn't think to zoom in. I'll just try to make sure it's lined up before I push too much. Alright, we got one done. Here, I'll try to zoom in a little. It's hard to do because I gotta move it. There. A little bit. This other one on here. Glue. Get a string on there. Cute. 2 little bats. All right, there. Just a little touch, you know. Let me zoom back out. Okie dokie. So he goes in here. Cute. I like them. I think they're cute. So there's that one. I don't know what I'll put on the witch one for a charm. I'll have to look around and see what I have. A spider would be perfect, but I don't know that I have a spider. I might do another star. Let me see. Because I don't have... I'll probably have to die cut them. I don't think I have any cut out already. I can look and see if I have anything else. Gross. A little potion bottle would be cute. Don't know if I have a little potion bottle that's reversible anyway. There are a couple on these stickers, but I don't know that any of them are reversible. Let's see. Looks like something like this would be real cute. What I'd have to do is just cut a piece on the other side that matched. So I don't really have 2 of that. I'm pretty sure I don't have any dies. And these spiders don't... I don't know if they would be okay. They look like they're different sizes. I'm pretty sure they're different sizes. So probably not that. All right, no other die cuts I have. So I'll probably just stick with the bat or the star. I don't have any cut out. I'll have to cut some more. And I'll just do that on this one too. Probably just a bat or star to make that one have the little charm too. But not right now because I gotta cut them and I don't want to cut them right now. So that is it for today. That almost got us a little over an hour and a half. That's enough time, I think. Like I said, I don't really have time to do a whole other project, so I could do a pocket or something, but you know, until I decide what I'm gonna do on the page, it's probably not a good idea. All right, but that's good. I like it. Excuse my yawning. Goodness, I've been sleeping good. Not that that's anything new, really. All right, you like it? I hope y'all like it. Little booklets, they're little holders. I think it's a good use for these envelopes. It'd be a fun journaling spot, and they're not very bulky, really at all. They're relatively flat, so not overly bulky. All right, thanks for watching, guys. I will be back on wait, now I want to do this. I think I'm just gonna set it out like this. I'll take a picture of them later, but for right now I'm just gonna set them out so that you can see them. Okay, I'll be back on Monday and we'll work some more on this. So I hope y'all enjoyed watching, and I hope you're enjoying this little journal. All right, y'all take care. Have a wonderful rest of your evening, and I will see you guys on Monday. All right, bye-bye.